Hello there, tamers, trainers, and domesticators, and welcome back to Vox Syreni plays Pokemon Silver, Monotype Challenge Grass type. Last time we left off with dealing with Team Rocket, but I'm not gonna continue dealing with Team Rocket for now because, in actuality, I wanna go and catch a Butterfree. I know. Grass Monotype Challenge. This is like the third time we're gonna go catch a bug type in the bug catching contest. It's because you can get some really cool stuff in the bug catching contest, and like we're gonna go and get an item that Butterfree has a 5% chance of holding. So we might have to soft reset a few times, but this item might save our ass later on in the game. It increases the damage output of it increases the damage output of brain work with me here. Increase the damage output of bug type moves, which combined with either Leak Seek or Fury Cutter might actually make our Parasect a threat to Will, Sabrina, and Karen. So yeah. I hope so, at least. Luckily this time we are not caring about winning. We just gonna walk in there and look for the first Butterfree we can find, catch it, and then find out if it holds any items, essentially. Hey there, Maddie, nice to see you. It's always nice having you around. Time to run. It's kind of frustrating. It's only Butterfree that can hold this particular item. I don't remember what it's called. Silver Powder? Since Butterfree is only available in the bug catching contest, otherwise we wouldn't have to be here again. I'm getting slightly tired of the bug catching contest. We'll probably have to come back here again in Crystal and Heart Gold Soul Silver, I could imagine, because there's just again so much good stuff in the bug catching contest. I don't know what percentage Butterfree is at. Shouldn't be too wild, I think. Got one off again. And we ran into a Pinscher before we ran into the Butterfree. Isn't that just wonderful? And don't worry, once we gotten the item, we're gonna continue with Team Rocket. Venonat is such a cool Pokemon design in general. I really like Venonat. Oh yeah, also, I'm wearing casual outfit today. Sorry about that. I actually completely forgot my Pokemon dresses. Like, I was making ready for streaming and I was setting up, and by the time I realized I forgot the dress, it was like 2 minutes till we were going live, and I was thinking like I'm not gonna rush over and do that. So I was like, I just got my hair to sit right, and I was like, you know what? I'm not taking off the shirt, potentially ruining my do, to put over a dress, potentially ruining my do. Nope. So yeah, ended up being casualty. Luckily, it is still a nerd shirt. It is a Wonder Over Yonder shirt, which is a show that ran on Disney XD in 2012, I believe. Wonderful little show. Got shafted too quickly. Kind of didn't end on the most satisfying note, but hey, what can you do? It's about this chaotic good yeah, why don't I do that? Just spin around and magically change. I'm not gonna spin around because I have, earphones in. Otherwise I would probably have spun around if it wasn't for the cord. Just be like, turning around and come back and like, ta-da, did it work? But no. Cables. Not gonna... I'm doing the spinning joke, ta-da, in spirit. Yes, Wonder Over Yonder. Show about a chaotic good guy named Wonder. And he's just running through the galaxy, doing good deeds one after another. Consequences be damned. And he's like the embodiment of kill them with kindness. Like the main conflict of the show is that there is a supervillain that wants to take over the world, and he's like very evil and stuff. But so every time Wanda comes around, the supervillain tries to kill him, and I'm sorry, it's a children's show. Destroy him, and every time he just replies back with the most gushy, friendly, friendship, kindness, sweetness he can. And he keeps like referring to the supervillain as his friend, and every time he does something remotely not evil, he goes, "See, you're not all bad," and he just keeps going at it. Slowly, poking away at this character's absolute slowly, pecking away at this villain's evilness. There's legit an episode where the villain is the main focus, and he's just like, he's starting to doubt if he can keep doing this, or if he's just gonna end up being a good guy eventually. Yes, it kind of has Steven Universe vibes, yeah. I can totally see that. There's a lot of really great stuff going on with Wonder Over Yonder in like its themes and its story and stuff like that. Like they introduce an even eviler character called Lord Dominator, and Wanda keeps doing what he's always doing. He's like, "Oh, a new villain? That's a new friend." But unlike the previous villain, she's not as easily swayed. And there's something to that. Like, you can't convince everyone, but there's also... But he eventually even breaks her down a little bit. But there's also like the whole... you can't just be a pacifist and expect everything to go right. Like, the one who takes out Lord Dominator is the previous villain, who's finally doing something good. Which is like character development for him, and also, again, a situation where Wanda had to realize that where the audience kind of have to realize that Wonder can't fix this by being the super pacifist he is. Well, as I said, even in the end, even in the end, like by the end of season 2, she becomes a little, like she has a very tsundere moment at the end, and I'm not sure. This one does not have an item. So we're soft resetting. I'm not sure if Wonder was actually getting through to her or not. I like the ambiguity of that. I do wonder what season 3 would have, how season 3 would have followed up on that. But yeah, I really enjoy Wonder Over Yonder. I also say this, Lord Dominator has an amazing villain song. Like, she has a really good villain song. If you haven't heard I'm the Bad Guy, highly recommend. Even if you don't want to watch the show, and I can totally see why, it's a comedy show first and foremost. And if it's humor is not your kind of thing, then that's fine. But man, I'm the Bad Guy is great. It's also a song she sings, especially in response to Wonder being like all mushy and friendly. She's like, she laughs him off in the face, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna spill it out for you. I'm not your friend. I'm the bad guy. And I just, oh, that song. That's a good song. Oh, so yeah, Wonder Over Yonder. That's Wonder, and that's Lord Hater. His major antagonist, the guy who ends up doing good stuff by the end. Also, I guess spoilers for a show that's 10 years old. I have a very loose relationship with spoilers. I respect other people's need. Like things like plot twists and major plot beats, stuff like that. I absolutely yeah. Silver Powder is only a 5%, so it's not the worst odds, no. But this might take a while. Major plot beats, plot twists, and stuff like that. I don't spoil those. That's not nice. Don't do that. But there are some people who are down to a point where they're like, don't tell me what color hoodie this person is wearing, or I will feel spoiled. Or don't tell me if there's a dog in the show, I will be angry, or something like that. And at that point, I'm a little bit frustrated. Hi, Chris. Nice to meet you. We speak English here, so please do that. And please don't preach with the. Please don't preach about your religion in my chat. I would much prefer if you didn't. Okay, we found a Butterfree. Let's get this Butterfree. Come on. And caught. Okay, let's see if it's gotten any silver powder. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. But I said this item might be life-saving. Like later like at around Elite 4, it might save our asses. And there's only Team Rocket between us and the Elite 4 right now. So yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking about spoilers. I might not be I said, and there's also like things like with Wonder Over Yonder, which is a comedy show. Comedy first and foremost. I don't think there's an issue with spoiling something where the plot doesn't really matter. And there are also like, and again, things like the reason a spoiler is a spoiler is because if you reveal it to someone, it can spoil the show for someone. If a piece of information is not in the category of spoiling the experience for someone else, I don't think there's anything wrong about talking about it. But I also understand the threshold for this is individual, and as such, I respect the needs of the person in front of me. But in terms of like on my stream, in my space here, I go with the general major plot beats and plot twists, character reveals, stuff like that. Big things. Things that logically could ruin a person's experience going in. It is hard to navigate. And as I said, there are some people who's just like, tell me nothing. And the reason why I have a problem with this particular stance, the tell me nothing stance, is that how can I convince you of watching a show so that we can engage with it together? So I can make you part of this fan community that I'm excited about, that I also want you to be part of. If I can't tell you anything about it, you must be able to convey something about something to be able to, invite people in. For instance, if I wanted people to watch My Hero Academia, I might say stuff like, My Hero Academia is a superhero show and an anime, and a shonen anime that combines the tropes of both, but also deconstructs them in new and fascinating ways that also analyzes political systems and structures in Japan in new and fascinating ways. Ultimately, it's about a kid in a world where everyone has superpowers. He does not have a superpower. But through a combination of luck and determination, he managed to find someone who's able to grant him a superpower. And from there, he does his utmost to become a superhero, because that's what his dream was. That's what he always wanted to do. That's a lot of things to say about My Hero Academia. That is a lot of interesting things that might invite someone in to check it out. But it also, no plot twists, no major character reveals, no major plot points spoiled. This is where I like to go. And again, Wonder Over Yonder, show that's from 2012. It's so old that I don't consider even stuff like telling you the last scene of the last season as a problem. Because, as I said, it's 10 years old. So the time limit on that should also be up, and also it's the and also again that depends, because if it was a very plot heavy stuff with a lot of plot twists, I might not have been talking about it, because again that could ruin the experience. But Wonder Yonder is mainly a comedy show, and as such, I don't think I ruined anything by saying these interesting thematic things, because you're gonna go in there and you're gonna have a laugh, and that's the point. To be fair, there's some shows I've been super interested in where I wanted to know nothing before going into it. So I get it if it's someone who's already interested. I get that. If you're already interested, there's something you don't want to know. And as I said, it also depends. Like, there was... my boyfriend accidentally spoiled me on Pokemon Sword and Shield. And like, I didn't know I would ever care about Pokemon spoilers, because all Pokemon games are... they're the same. All major Pokemon games are basically the same, like plot-wise. Structure is, here's a kid, give him his first Pokemon, he goes out on an adventure, he might be female, because NP Pokemon trainers is apparently not a thing. Collects 8, goes on a journey, collects 8 badges, or completes 7 trials, then goes to the Pokemon League, becomes champion, maybe fight the Mafia while we're at it. That's Pokemon. But my boyfriend managed to spoil this one thing, and that really ruined my mood and a lot of the enjoyment I got from those games. That was, he told me that there was a dark gym in there. And you might think, what does that matter? What does that matter? But understand that I've been a Pokemon fan since Generation 1. I've been around for 25 years of Pokemon experience. I've seen rock gyms, grass gyms, electric gyms, fire gyms, psychic gyms, poison gyms, all the kinds of gyms. But there's one gym that we have never had. That's dark. The surprise, there's also a reason why there's a, like, aside from the fact that there are some plot reasons to keep this gym leader hidden, because like Sword and Shield is one of the first one of the first Pokemon games that decides to showcase all of their gym leaders in an early cutscene, and it does so. And that cutscene, you see 7 out of 8 of them. The only one that is not there is the Dark type gym leader. And aside from there is also a plot reason for it. The main reason why you don't see this gym leader, one of the main reasons you don't see this gym leader is because it's Dark gym leader. Gen 8 was the first time in 25 years there was a Dark gym leader. Imagine what the experience could have been for me if I had walking into that blind and gotten the surprise of seeing the first ever Dark gym leader after waiting for 25 years to see this particular type of gym. That would have been amazing. But that's also like a very specific circumstance, and that is to put down something about context also matters for what counts as a spoiler in to who and in what situation. And that is like legitimately the only thing you could ever have spoiled for me. I know I just spoiled it to everyone here, but also Sword and Shield has been out for like, what is that, 4 years? Came out in 2018, right? Let's see here. 2018, 2019. It's been 3 years. If you haven't noticed, if you hadn't realized that, if you didn't know about the Dark Gym by now and you're a Pokemon fan, what have you been doing? But as I said, that was something that was highly specific for me. And yeah. So I get it. It's context sensitive, but as a general rule of thumb, plot twist and major story beats. As I said, there were some surrounding some surrounding circumstances about the Dark Gym. And also the fact that they were trying to keep it secret and hidden as a what is called as a surprise by introducing 7 out of the 8 gym leaders, but not that one. The reason this happened actually was because we had a talk about, I couldn't remember which types were the exclusive gym leaders, and I was like, and I asked him, I asked my boyfriend which were the exclusive gym leader on his, and he was like, I think it was the dark gym, and I was just standing there like, what? 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 And I distinctly remember that really dampening my experience of Sword and Shield. And to this day, the Dark Gym Leader is one of my favorite gym leaders of all time. 2019, yeah, it's been 3 years. Time flies when there is a pandemic. Ooh, I said the word, now I'm gonna be demonetized. Although I don't think that's a problem. For me. I'm not getting paid anyways. But it's been 3 years. I mean, we're at the cusp of Generation 9. If I had a reset counter, I mean, we reset so many times already. Like I reset a lot on in my runs. But let's find that Butterfree, shall we? Finally found a Butterfree. Do you think this one is gonna be the one? You see here, it's a 5%er. That means every 20th Butterfree should carry the silver powder. Every 20th. And this is like the 4th Butterfree, which made me realize that we might spend the entire day doing this. I hope not, because I do want to fight Team Rocket. Stay in the ball. This Butterfree is stubborn. Don't confusion me, you. Actually, here's something that might also be considered spoilers by some people, but also can be but also would be something I absolutely would not consider a spoiler, and could be a selling point for some people. Have you watched the Owl House yet? If you haven't, freaking watch that thing. It's great. It has queer representation. Spoiler alert. Yeah, this Butterfree is very stubborn. Hey there, Pikmin fan 67. How you doing? I just want some silver powder. Is that too much to ask? Hey there, Valkyra, nice to see you. Wow, everyone is here. Valkyra, you need to pop in more frequently because apparently having you around gives a little bit of luck to my ball throws. Yeah, I don't care who's the winner. Oh no, someone caught a Metapod. Cool. And the winner is Cool Train and Echo caught a Butterfree. I didn't make top 3. I was beaten by what was that? Was that a Metapod and a Kakuna? Man, that's all kinds of dumb. Okay. Please have silver powder. Nope. So, for those of you just tuning in, we are working really hard to get that silver powder. Yep, Valkyra, you are my lucky charm. Now that you're here, I'm gonna walk into that tall grass. And the first thing that's gonna show up is gonna be a Butterfree. And when I catch it, it's gonna have that silver powder. Just because you're here. Just gotta believe. Okay, let's see if that holds up. And no, that's a Venonat. Well, I think that Butterfree had like endured like 10 balls, and then the second you arrived, it was just caught. Oh, if it's a shiny Butterfree, at that point, I might not soft reset. I might just keep it. Okay. We are currently at attempt number 5. This item is definitely hard to get. This Butterfree is stubborn too. In theory, it would be faster to just use Thief, but at the same time, how do I put it? I don't want to use that TM just yet because I'm not sure how to plan out my TMs for the league and stuff like that. So I'd rather just catch the Butterfree with Silver Powder. It's kind of frustrating we have all these cutscenes to sit through though, every time. That definitely eats a lot of time. I won! Woo! I don't need your Sunstone though. I already have 2. Okay, if I'm lucky, this one is the one that has the Silver Powder, because then I also get a free Sunstone. Not sure what to use that for, but no free shit. Nope. Absolutely nothing. Attempt number 6. I'm amazed we already spent 37 minutes doing this. I really hope this won't be the entire stream, because that would that wouldn't be very Butterfree at all. I don't know what I'm even saying anymore. Oh man. Weedle? Some interesting news actually. It seems like the last update for Temtem, 9.3, came out yesterday. That's the last update before the full release, and it's coming to PlayStation 5, Switch, and PC. Is it also coming for Xbox One? I think it's also coming for Xbox One. We don't have a date yet though, so there's that. I'm kind of excited for Temtem. It's a pretty solid game, and I'm looking forward to playing it on this channel. And if I'm lucky, it might coincide with when we're done with the World of Final Fantasy playthrough that I'm doing on Wednesdays. For those of you who don't know, World of Final Fantasy is actually also a monster tamer. It's just a monster tamer that uses famous Final Fantasy monsters like the Chocobo and I'm blanking, Gilgamesh. It's a fun enough game. I felt like it was fitting between all of my Pokemon and Digimon streaming. This is so not happening. Okay. So this Butterfree might beat us before we catch it. That would be so sad. Okay, stay in the ball. Gotta be absolutely kidding me. Wait, I'm not allowed to use items? The Pokeball eats the item slot. I can't heal, I can't undo the poison. Oh, that was absolutely pathetic. That was an embarrassment. So this is our 6th attempt. I refuse to acknowledge what that just happened. It did not happen. I can't believe it took us 41 minutes to do 5 attempts, guys. Okay. Well, getting back out there. Can this guy please shut up? There's also a lot of good games coming out this year that I'm definitely gonna cover on this channel. Scarlet and Violet, Digimon 2, Temtem. Oh yeah, since I have a lot of you guys here now, I might as well announce that I'm planning to do a Pride Month stream again this year. Last year we did the Pride Wedlock for Pokemon Shield. That was a lot of fun. I lost that Wedlock because I lose all my Nuzlocke. I suck at Nuzlocke. I'll brain work with me here. I don't think I want to throw out my entire schedule and just do one game for a whole month again. Like I already did that for Legends Arceus and BDSP within these last 7 months. That felt like a lot. I was very tired afterwards. So I'm not gonna do that again. Instead, I'm just gonna do I'm gonna take out a Saturday during the month of June, during Pride Month. I don't know which Saturday yet. I'm just gonna stream that whole Saturday, and I'm gonna be streaming Tell Me Why, which is a video game by the guys behind Life is Strange. For those of you who have not played Life is Strange, it's a slice of life video game series about teenagers with superpowers. Well, teenagers in a very mundane world with superpowers. The first one about Max Caulfield, who has the power to turn back time, focuses on her and her life, how she handles school and stuff, and how she sometimes uses the power of time travel to undo certain actions, like if she embarrasses herself or something, or if she sees, for example, if she sees someone crash a car into a dog, she might turn back time 15 minutes to try and save the dog. She can't go back very far, like I think like 5 minutes at a time or something like that, or she gets very tired. There are some limitations to her power and stuff like that. It's very interesting, very fun, and a lot of Life is Strange comes down to making the right decision. So there's a lot of like snap decisions, and Life is Strange 1, you have like 5 minutes to figure out, do I want to undo that decision? In Life is Strange 2 and Before the Storm, the prequel, you don't have that luxury, because the characters in those games do not have the time travel power. They have different powers. But it's absolutely amazing if you like story-driven teenage drama stuff. It's very, very good. With the Owl House, a lot of LGBT representation. Not just LGBT representation. There's also like there's also ethnic representation, stuff like that. It's great. It's great. I highly recommend. So yeah, Tell Me Why is kinda. It's made by the same guys behind Live Streams. It's kind of same genre, really. It's about a couple of young adults, not quite teenagers, a couple of young adults. The power is some sort of twin telepathy, and I don't know enough about twins as to say whether or not that's accurate, or if that's just pure fiction. I know some twins has been what's it called. I know that there are some twins out there that has been very frustrated with their representation in media, so I can't tell you if it's good on the twin part. Sadly, I don't know enough about that. But one of the twins is transgender, and they handle the topic really, really well. And as I said, story, two young adults, they have a superpower. And they just go through their life trying to deal with stuff. In this particular case, they're trying to solve a mystery behind something that happened to them in their past and what happened to their mom and stuff like that, which is very interesting. It's like a 10-hour game, so as I said, we're gonna be spending a day on that. I think it's gonna be great. I don't know when I'm gonna be doing that yet. If it's gonna be early in during Pride Month, if it's gonna be late Pride Month, but I'll be damned if we're not celebrating Pride Month. So yeah, I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, or like I know that the people who watch my Pokemon streams don't watch all of my streams, so that's fine. But if that has any interest, you shall be so welcome to come by. Just... The grind for Butterfree. I just want some silver powder, man. I just want some silver powder. What's wrong with wanting some powder? Game, give me a Butterfree. That feels like the game is trolling me. I ask, give me Butterfree, it gives me its counterpart. The bug catching pool in for this context is like so huge. Weedle, Kakuna, Metapod, Butterfree, Beedrill, Venonat. I don't think Venomoth is in here. Pinsir and Cypher. Is that everyone? I think no. Paris is also here. Like, that's a lot. I'm thinking about it in my head, and it's probably gonna be late June because I have a lot of things to do early June. Yeah, it's probably gonna end up being late June, but set with. Tell Me Why. Gonna celebrate Pride. I think I'm probably also gonna do the thing where I took out a month of my schedule to play through a game. I think I'm gonna do that again when Scarlet and Violet hits the table. It seems like doing a month and experiencing a new Pokemon game with you guys is in generally a lot of fun. So I'm probably gonna stick to that. I don't know which start I'm gonna pick yet. But right now I feel pretty tired of grass types for some reason. Oh, but that will likely change by that point. I would be damned if this run is still going by the time Scarlet and Violet comes out. We should be in the Crystal season of the Ultimate Monotype Challenge by that time. I would hope. Caterpie? Well. I feel like we're not seeing any Butterfrees at all at the moment, which... Like, this is quite the dry patch Butterfree. And another Caterpie. It's wild. Is that like the 4th Caterpie in a row or something like that? What is going on today? Well, ask you shall receive. At least it's not a... I absolutely misclicked that. And let me guess, you're gonna be caught. No, okay. Oh no, string shot, whatever shall I do? Okay. It felt like everything was going so well earlier. Like, yeah, we got like a Butterfree every 10 minutes or so, and... Well, not like every 7 minutes or so we got a Butterfree, and we caught it, and we checked the Silver Powder, now nothing. Ah. Look who decided to show up all of a sudden, huh? Huh? Well, I'm gonna catch you. It does look like this is gonna take some time. But I think that Silver Powder might save our ass down the line, so... I don't think we have much of a choice but to try and get it. At least as long as everyone is like super scary to fight. Well, at least it wasn't Poison Powder this time. Okay, that was a misclick. It would be more effective to do Sleep Powder first. That's the Poison Powder. Okay. Gotta be kidding me. Can't you just stay asleep? I really like this music. Might just be nostalgia, but this music. So I think I'm starting to realize that Butterfrees are also assholes. Although I still think Murkrows are worse. Yeah, Murkrows are worse. Got it! Yeah, you're added to the Pokédex, fine, I don't really care. I only care about the item you may or may not have. So let's find out. Berry Cutter Venonat, that's fine. Good on you, cool trainer Nick. Good on you. Okay, now to find out if the Butterfree has the item. Please tell me it has it. That would be really nice. Okay. You can get it outside the park in those games? Aw, that's... Aw, that's so mean. Is it really only silver where you can only get it like this? Wow. I wouldn't consider that a fair way to go about it though. As far as I'm concerned, I should be getting the items on the same cartridge. Oh well. On the same virtual console instance. Really? 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. 9 Azalea Town, Elix Forest. Wow! Well, that's... Snickerdoodles. I don't know why I went for Snickerdoodles. Like... I curse on this channel a lot. Who cares? Oh well, Snickerdoodles. Ooh, Butterfree. Oh, you better have my silver powder. To be fair, normally silver powder is not that good an item, but since we're running a grass type run, helping any of our Pokemon's other stab would be helpful. Parasect. Because that would mean that Fury Cutter might be able to deal with Sabrina, Karen, and Will down the line. I hope. Since Bug-type is super effective on Psychic and Dark. With that in mind, I hope that combined between Stab and Silver Powder, since the Exceed and Fury Cutter are relatively weak moves, that we can actually deal some decent damage and maybe even sweep those teams. Like, normally I wouldn't care about something like this. 10% is not a lot. But it might just be enough, you know? It might just be what makes the difference. And considering how close a lot of our battles have been, I think it's worth getting it. Just in case. Although this is a lot of effort. But again, it might make difference if whether or not we can even beat the challenge, so it's gonna be worth it. We're planning for the future. That was our 7th attempt, I think. So that means we are... What was it, like 15 attempts is like 50%? And 30 catches is 95? It's a numbers game. It will eventually happen. It's kind of frustrating that we're spending like the majority of the stream on this and not grinding at least. But hey, what can you do? If we're not getting it today, I'm gonna be kind of frustrated. I was kind of hoping for this to be like a quick in and quick out again, but apparently not. I never give up. Thank you, Valkyra. I am glad that my stubbornness is is appreciated. Yeah, no, just it's also just generally good advice. Don't give up on things. Be stubborn out there. You get more things done if you keep trying. Oh, hey, Butterfree, you better have that silver powder. Oh, so you better not poison powder me. I'm gonna be a little bit frustrated. You know, Butterfree is actually a really good Pokemon. Like, it's not, I think, that special competitively speaking, but in terms of how early game you can get Butterfree in most games that it is available, and the fact that it learns Confusion at level 10, it has a lot of potential for playthrough is all. I mean, yeah, some things requires patience. I actually done some shiny hunting in my life, mostly master method, and I enjoy hatching shinies. Feels good. I actually have a shiny Alolan Vulpix and a shiny Alolan Sandshrew as a result of those hunts. Been using them to play competitively because I like hill teams. But I'm not that good at the games, so you know, it's mostly just for fun. Okay, that's number 8, I think. As I said, this is a numbers game. We will eventually succeed. I don't even remember why we ended up going with silver. I think it's just because I like silver. I don't think there's any exclusive grass types in silver. Fun fact, silver was actually my second Pokemon game. My first one being Pokemon Yellow. And Chikorita was actually my very first self-chosen starter. So Chikorita has a very special place in my heart. And despite how tough this Monotype challenge has been so far, it has been an absolute joy. Using a Chikorita again makes me very happy. To be fair, Pokemon Crystal is a really good game. I think Crystal was like my third Pokemon game. Remember correctly? Well, anyways, bootleg Crystal. My parents... I grew up in a rich family. I had a tendency to just, you know, fly to tourist trap areas. And like in these areas, there would often be what's called video game shops. There's basically just an entire shop of bootleg video games that was being sold for extremely cheap to unsuspecting parents. So yeah, I got a lot of bootleg games like that. I have a lot of cartridges that I'm pretty sure are not legit. Like, the sticker fell off eventually, but this here, you can see it has like a Pokemon sticker on the back. This here is my Crystal cartridge. Entirely bootleg cartridge. Got it on one of those vacations. And I'm gonna note this down. I am absolutely against piracy. But also I got this when I was like 7. I don't think you can blame me for having this. But yeah, Crystal's a pretty good game. I will say this though, interestingly about bootleg copies of Pokemon Crystal. Trying to trade with it. Trying to trade with this thing resulted in a lot of corrupted stuff. Yeah. How? I kind of wish I had one of the original Crystal cartridges. You know, the blue ones with the glittery stuff. Like, they were very unique looking cartridges. They were very pretty. I really liked them. Don't mind me. I'm just taking out an entire box of old cartridges. They can be rather fascinating, yeah. As I said, I'm not sure how many of these might be bootleg. I think this one is the real deal. It says Nintendo on the back. Like in I don't know if the camera can see that. Like sculpted into it. And it says it's from Europe. So it's probably alright. It's hard to know because I said I was so young and I don't remember which one of these I got. I got at home, where you know most of it wouldn't be bootleg because what's it called? Bootlegging isn't a widespread issue in the where I live, so it wouldn't be. I mean, I do have the right tools to check that. I have a GB operator right here, which can detect stuff like that, so I could just, you know, check. Oh, this one is definitely bootleg. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these things, but like you can see here, there's a bunch of games on it, and this one says there's 160 games in one game. And when you plug one of these things into your machine, it does have a lot of games, and all of them are bad and bootleg and stuff. It's like there are no good games and stuff like this. It's like stuff like Super Mario 12 and stuff like games that are just clearly not even like bootleg version of actual games, more like just a bunch of either cheaply made you know, the I have video game at home variants, or fan-made ROM hacks that have somehow made it onto these. Oh, the board inside the cartridge? I didn't know you could do that. Makes sense, you can. But yeah, these here are not very good, and yeah. Oh wow. So yeah, this is definitely bootleg. What else do I have down here? Oh. It continued all the way into the DS era. This is an 89-in-1 game for the DS, which is also absolutely bootleg. And as I said, these things don't have anything of quality on them usually. That's the kind of bootleg garbage that's fun. I mean, yeah, that's the point. Maybe someday we will sit down here and explore the bootleg cartridges I have and see what kind of dumb bad stuff is on them, but yeah. This is really fun looking through this. I think that's all the definitely bootleg cartridges that I still have. I've lost a lot of cartridges over the years. Like, these things are small and easily disappears. So, yeah. Like, a lot of the things I have left are like stuff like this. This is Sonic Advance. Haven't beaten it yet. I got this one a couple of years ago by a couple of friends. And, I think it was for Monotype. I believe it was at a anime convention that they got it, and it's likely something that has been refurbished. So, you know, it's probably legit. A lot of my things are like recent stuff like that. This one, I think I got 10 years ago. I bought it myself. Because I collect Mortal Kombat games. This is Mortal Kombat 4. And if you ask yourself, how did someone fit Mortal Kombat 4 on a Game Boy cartridge? I can tell you it like this. They did not. This is not Mortal Kombat 4. This is some sort of abominable approximation of what Mortal Kombat 4 is supposed to be on hardware that definitely cannot run Mortal Kombat 4. Like, it is awful. This game is awful. But yeah. So most things like... Actually, this one I had since I was a kid. I don't remember where I got it. It's a Powerpuff Girls video game. It's actually rather fun. It's a side-scrolling beat 'em up, and there's a lot of really cool boss battles in it. I have no idea if this one is a legit copy or not. Like, this here could definitely be bootleg, for all I know. It might not be, but it could be. Yeah, you did. That includes this one. And it came along with this Care Bears ones too, which I also believe is legit. You also gave me Yu-Gi-Oh! Rechef of Destruction. That's a really good one. Like, that's a classic for Yu-Gi-Oh fans. I may not be a big fan of Konami, but I'm a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh. I grew up with it. A lot of the anime tells some really good stories, and yeah. Maybe someday we'll be doing something Yu-Gi-Oh related on this channel. Would be cool. You also gave me Digimon Rumble, which is a Digimon fighting game on the Game Boy Advance, which one of my friends had at school, and I tried it on his Game Boy, and I freaking loved it. And I could not find it for years. I couldn't even remember the name of it. I've been looking everywhere for it, and you just grabbed a bunch of random cartridges and gave it to me. It was amazing. Like that really made my day. Let me see if I can find the cartridge. It should be right here. Okay, I'm sorry, it's not Digimon Rumble. Digimon Rumble is the PlayStation 2 fighting game. No, it's Digimon Battle Spirit. And it's absolutely amazing that you got this for me. I absolutely love it. Someday I might just chill with it on stream. Okay, it does not have item. That was our 9th attempt. We're getting closer to that 50%. That was fun, looking at old cartridges. Can you shut up? I did not mean to. Oh. I didn't start the thing. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, I think the only cartridge you gave me that was actually a joke would be the Care Bears one. Because I remember correctly, everything you gave me was really, really good. Like I said, Sonic Advance, Digimon Battle Spirit, Yu-Gi-Oh! Reshift of Destruction. Like, man, you got all the good shit. Awesome, good stuff. Like, feel free to do that again. I'm not gonna complain if you're gonna keep finding gold like this. Like, I know a lot of modern Sonic games gets a bad rap for being hilariously bad. But Sonic Advance? Like, I haven't played it, to be fair. But most critics agree that Sonic Advance is like amazing 2D platformers. Like, 2D platformers. Like, apparently the Sonic Advance trilogy is like a modern interpretation, or well, as modern as Game Boy Advance gets, of the classic Sega Genesis era of Sonic games, like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic and Knuckles. And that's like, okay, you convinced me. I'm down for trying this. And the Sonic Advance trilogy has a lot of playable characters, including like Amy Rose, Tails, Knuckles, and Cream the Rabbit. It's like, I don't know how many of these playable characters are in the first Sonic Advance, but it should be a good game. Okay, a little bit of history lesson on the Yu-Gi-Oh game you gave me. Yu-Gi-Oh Reshift of Destruction. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh games that came out at this time, like, it was doing in the early Yu-Gi-Oh era. There was a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh games that came out that did not follow the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh. Some of these were because they came out too early for them to have any relationship to the card game. I think that was like for a lot of them, but some of them was also just because Konami really liked to do weird spin-off stuff with their Yu-Gi-Oh video games instead of actually instead of actually recreating the card game. Which is fine. Like, if you ever played like Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters, Colosseum, Yu-Gi-Oh! Models of the Rosario, oh, that can't be the name of the. No, it was Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses, or any of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games on the PlayStation 1. None of them follows the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the same goes for these two games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Reaches of Destruction is actually a sequel to a different Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. I don't remember the title of. These games, like some of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games that came out during that era, that was the closest to actually play like the actual card game. But it had its own weird rules. It had its own weird rules, and it also had like a point-buy system where your deck building was reliant on how many points you had to spend. I remember back in the day using like half of the points in my deck to get a Celtic Guardian in the deck, and then the rest of my deck was just bad cards. But having Celtic Guardian being like a 1400 beater, and that sounds ridiculous by these days standard, where Gemini Elf and Gene Warp Werewolf are walking around with 1900 and 2000. But having a 1400 beater that didn't require sacrifice was like wild in those games. You had Dungeon Dice Monsters. I've been looking everywhere for that game. Like, I love Dungeon Dice Monsters. I have the physical figure game, including copies of the Dark Magician Girl, and I'm very happy to say that because I watched the Jay Wits. He's a PokeTuber. He also dabbles in some Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff once in a while. And Digimon stuff once in a while. He's fun to watch. But he had a video on the Dungeon Dice Monsters game, actually, where he was absolutely unraveling around the fact that he could not get a legitimate copy of Dark Magician Girl. And I have two. I have two legitimate copies of Dark Magician Girl for Dungeon Dice Monsters. So yeah, I have the physical board game and a complete set of the series 4 figurines. The game is a lot of fun. I enjoy playing it with people. I don't pull it out that often anymore. I never pulled it out that often because no one wants to play it with me. For some reason, everyone who is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan is like, I'd rather play the card game. Well, Dungeon Dice Monsters is awesome. But yeah. Oh, I really wanted the Game Boy Advance title. So I could, what's it called? So I could play it against an AI because no one wants to play the physical game with me. I also remember being a big fan of the Duke Devlin arc in the anime. You got it on a flea market? Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I wish I was that lucky to just find something like that on a flea market. Dungeon Dice Monsters is absolutely fantastic. That's pretty neat. That it is that expensive. I might walk out and fetch it someday. I'm thinking maybe someday I might stream some Duel Links. Nah, probably not. As I said, I am not a big fan of Konami, and I don't want to. I kind of don't want to. It's called advertise for their products. Then again, the same thing can be said about EA and Bethesda and Blizzard. And is there any company out there that's not evil? Raise your hand if you're not evil. No hands? Ah, that's what I thought. Well, it's just a thought. Mostly because I think maybe streaming would motivate me to go into rank. I do not endorse this video game while playing it. I have never spent a cent on anything in Duel Links. It's a mobile gacha game, and I don't condone mobile gacha games either. I want to play it because it's free. But yeah. Free to play, but since it's a trading card game, as we all know, it's paid to win. Okay. Let's find out if this one has the silver powder. Would be nice if it did. Okay. So, do anyone believe this one has the silver powder? Or do you guys believe we are in a purgatory, forever doomed to hunt this mystical silver powder? Yep, we're doomed. This is indeed the silver powder purgatory. So that was attempt 10. Getting ever closer to that 50%. Eventually, yeah. Actually, while talking about cool shit I own, look at this thing. It's fan made. I think it's made out of clay actually. But it's a very well made device, and I really enjoy it. Although I really want the official 20th anniversary one, like the thing that you can get to play Braveheart. That would be amazing. Nikitai akirameru koro wa dare mo shinjiru akirameru. That is a good song. If I just could remember all the lyrics to it. I believe it could also play Butterfly, which Butterfly is good. Gendai na yume no aru no nani mo nai yononaka ja sou usai toshii 思いも負けそうになるけど That thing is very expensive, but it's so cool. And it also has like voice acting by all the original 8 Digimon. Going like, Akuman Shinka! Which translated means Akuman Evolution. Goreemon! I want that thing. Oh yeah, the Tamer's Digivice, it looks great too. It also has like the compass function and stuff like that. Ooh, it's a cool thing. Too bad they never made a D3. I mean, there's the original toy, but they didn't make an anniversary D3. I would have loved that. Okay, that's where we are now. 9 Butterfrees deep, I think. 9 or 10 Butterfrees, something like that. This is the 9th one. Pretty sure it's that. Also, I want to say I'm sorry that I haven't streamed Digimon Next World or World Next Order recently. Last week I did the I uploaded the unboxing instead, as you may have noticed. The week before that, it was my boyfriend's birthday, and I'm sadly also busy this Friday. But I promise you, we will be back to Digimon streams coming soon. Super sorry about that. But we will be back. A D3 is actually a relatively rare type of die. They don't make them a lot, and they aren't used for a lot of things, but they are definitely useful. I'd like to have a D3, but I don't. I have a lot of other dice though. I actually have this here set of Besse D6 dice. For those of you who don't know what Besem is, it's short for Big Eyes, Small Mouth. It's an anime-inspired pen and paper system. I like to use it to run campaigns. You can run basically anything in it because it's very flexible. Because there's a lot of anime genres when you want to make a system that's like based on anime, and anime is like a format, not an actual genre. So it's just super loose and super flexible, and I like that in a system. It means I can do whatever I want. There are rules for horror scenarios. There are rules for slice of life scenarios. There are rules for hacking. There are rules for magic. There are rules for espers. There are rules for mechas. There's rules for everything. I love it. You can do whatever you want, and that's something I really, really love. It's an absolute coincidence I have all these things within reach. It's actually some of the only things that are still at my table after I cleaned the place out at one point to just get all the dust and stuff. I think so too. I think we had a lot of fun today, and we still have another hour and 18 minutes to attempt to get that Butterfree. So we'll just keep going. We'll keep going. And hey, if we don't get it today, we'll just get it next time. No worries. Why should I worry? Why should I care? Yeah, I may not have a dime, no. Oh. Disney songs is good. Oh, I got all the excuses to sing today. Also, on the topic of dice, I also have this pin. It's a rainbow die. I believe it's actually rolled a Critical Role merchandise. I have not watched Critical Role. Sorry about that. One of my friends is a big fan and she gave this to me. And whether or not it's related to Critical Role doesn't matter to me. It's a rainbow D20. So it's a really nice pin, and it says I'm a nerd and I'm queer, and I like it. Especially when you like, if you have a little bit of pride. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I wonder what kind of games I want to do for my channel in the future. Like, I don't know, I like really, I'm sticking to Monotype. Although maybe I should consider going back to card games too. This channel used to be about the card games, believe it or not. Back in the day, I did Card Fight Vanguard streams with the Japanese Furio games. Also, well, no, those weren't streams, those were Let's Plays, because I didn't stream them, I actually did them as uploads. And I also streamed the Vanguard PlayStation 4 game, which is also out on Switch. Fun game as well, entirely in Japanese, but I was usually sitting here trying to translate as much as I could of the plot to the audience, and then otherwise, you know, commentate on the card games themselves. That was fun. I am generally a very, very huge card game nerd. Like, I played Vanguard back in the day. I also played Yu-Gi-Oh! As you know, I've been playing Vice Hearts, Buddy Fight, Pokémon. Currently, I play the Digimon 2020 TCG. I have cards from weird TCGs like the Ben 10 one and like Dinosaur King and stuff like that. Even like really bad card games where I'm like, I just had to try it, you know? I love card games. I also really like deck building games, like which is like board games that where you build your deck as part of the game. If you ever played like Dominion, Tantacore, DC deck building, Legendary, stuff like that. A lot of fun, great games. I really like card games. And of course, the king over all card games, Uno. I kid, of course, but Uno is a lot of fun too. interesting on the topic of cards. When I was a teenager, man, I feel old all of a sudden. When I was a teenager, I used to do some tarot card fortune telling. So I know how to do that. So yeah. The cards will tell the past, the present, and the future as well. Oh, that was fast here. I'm sorry if my singing is annoying. I hope not. Just, I'm in a singing mood today. It's honestly like reading tarot and knowing stuff about how the cards work and the symbolism, stuff like that, has made playing Persona. I don't know if any of you plays Persona, but it has made playing Persona extremely fun for me because I can just be like, ah, that character is related to that card. I see what you're doing there. I totally know what's going on. I totally get all the symbolism and all the thematic things you have going on with the character and the arc, and I know which direction you're gonna take it. I really like doing that. Here's a secret about really grinding sections of gameplay, like this here. The secret to patience. Dissociate yourself with whatever you're doing and do something else in the meantime. Like you can see here, I'm definitely still doing it. I'm going through the motions. We're gonna get this Butterfree eventually. But I'm talking to you guys. We're having fun. We're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! We're talking about fortune telling. We're talking about Digimon. A little bit about dice. A little bit about bootleg cartridges. You know. I'm doing a little bit of singing, and it's just fun. You know. The fun part is not the catch another Butterfree again. It's all the other things going around it, trying to be social. So, like, if you have a way to do something else while you're doing something tedious, it suddenly doesn't feel as tedious, and you can get a lot further. That is my experience, at least. Like, when I have to grind a section in a JRPG, for instance, had to spend hours upon hours just fighting minions to get some more experience, I might watch some Digimon while I'm doing it, you know? And then after like 10 episodes or so, I'm like, hey, I'm done. I barely noticed that I kept going, you know? So that is the secret behind my patience. I don't have any. I just multitask. That's also how I stay high in spirits right now. 7 balls! You gotta be kidding me. This Butterfree is so stubborn. Stay in the ball. I mean it. Stay in the ball. Butterfree caught. Let's find out if this one has the silver powder. Would be nice if it did. I've been thinking about maybe doing Persona someday for this channel, since it's also technically a monster tamer. Well, monster tamer. But Persona games are just so long. Like they are really really long, like 100 hours long or something like that. And there's so many games I want to share with people, you know? Share with you guys on the streams. I don't know if I want to spend like 50 episodes on Persona 4. You know? Well, we keep going. Actually, let me tell you guys a story from back when I was a Vanguard player, competitive Vanguard player, many years ago. I just remembered it. What happened was that I believe it was like one of the final rounds of a tournament in Germany, and hey cats, nice to see you. Thank you. We are actually not really caring for winning the bug catching contest as much as we are catching Butterfree over and over again, hoping it's holding a silver powder. Because that might help against Will, Sabrina, and Karen in the future. So we really want that. Anyways, the story. It was a big contest in Germany, and it was a team tournament. And I just had a fight with a card fight with a Kagero player. And for those of you who don't know what Kagero is, it's a deck in Vanguard that uses a lot of dragons. So think Seto Kaiba. Actually, let's just call him that. So I was fighting Seto Kaiba, and I did really well against him. And then one of his teammates walks up to him and he's like, "Hey Kaiba, are you losing to a girl?" And I was flabbergasted because that was such blatant sexism. Like, what? Should it be? It's not shameful to lose to a girl. Some girls are just good at card games, you know. And I stared him dead in the eye and said, "You want a card fight? I'm gonna challenge you." And he just immediately backed down like, no, I don't want to lose to a girl." And that, I will always remember that. It was so much fun. Oh. And also just the expression on his face when he did that. I hope I get it soon too. This is like our 11th attempt at getting a silver powder. Maddie has kind of calculated it's going to take us around 30 tries statistically before we get it. So, you know, it will eventually happen. Come on, stay in the ball. Please, I beg of you. Oh, this Butterfree is stubborn. How come every once in a while we get these really stubborn Butterfrees? this Butterfree, I swear. Sorry about the silence. I was just thinking to myself, do I know other fun stories I could tell you? Actually, I do have another fun story I could tell you. I finally remembered something. Okay, let's put this thing to sleep. With 8 balls yet left? Only 8 balls. That's kind of frustrating. This one is from retail. I used to work retail, actually. I was a cashier. Oh, well, I've been a cashier. I also been a what's called a retail leader. I hope this is the right Butterfree too, because it's freaking stubborn. We got it. But yeah, retail story. I was a cashier at the time, and I was this asshole who cut the line, and I was like, "Hey yo, don't cut the line. Let the others get here first." And he was such a Karen about it. He started debating with me, discussing me. I was just like, dude, come on, can't you just let the other go and get before? And know what he did? He actually legitimately crawled all the way up on the cash register and sat down and refused to move until until I served him. And I was like, what the fuck? Sadly, there's no good resolution to this, because the commotion eventually got the boss to come over, and they were like, hey, just serve him. It's not worth the hassle. And I'm like, it's the principle of the thing, man. He cut in line, and now he's sitting on the cash register. But no, he got what he wanted. Such is life sometimes. Also, wasn't this Butterfree? That was that our 11th attempt? I think so. Well, going in for another Butterfree. I can't believe that I stopped in the middle of defeating Team Rocket to go out and not catch a not get my silver powder all day. Okay, we still have an hour. We still have an hour of streaming time left. We will get that Butterfree. Like, this better not continue into the next stream. Oh, it's nighttime. We've been going at it for so long, the game decided it's nighttime. Well, I guess if it's nighttime. Huh. Now I kind of wish I had a laugh track for all my bad jokes. You can probably find a laugh track sound effect online, can't you? I just put that in whenever I'm making a bad pun or something. And I know all you guys aren't laughing because I'm not that funny. And then I can have a computer laugh for me. You know, I have a time. Ow, ow. Bit my tongue. Ow. Okay, Are you okay, Tongue? I've sometimes thought about streaming pen and paper sessions. Like, I don't watch stuff like Critical Role, I don't. But I thought it might be fun someday to stream an RPG session, but also like there's so much work in an RPG session. Especially because I'm usually the game master. Oh, we got a sunstone. Wouldn't it be lovely if it was this one? So that I could keep the sunstone too? Nope. We're creeping in on that 50% now. At this point, I kind of wish I knew how to RNG manipulate the seed or something like that. So you can just walk in there, get the silver powder. But also, like, it's probably better I don't. I really like the sprite work of this generation. Like, a lot of it looks really good. Also like the Pokemon sprites, but I was thinking about the tree for like that's just a like come on game, I just want to walk down there and look at a tree for a moment. Like the Pokemon sprites are pretty great, but like that tree looks really good. That's a good looking tree. I can't fathom. We keep running into so many pincers. Oh, hey, Venonat. So do you guys believe we can take on the League in this game? Like they have Will, the psychic gym leader, the psychic Elite Four member. Then they have Koga, the poison guy. I am really freaking scared of his Crobat, to be honest. Like I have no idea if I can handle his Crobat. Then we have Bruno. I'm not scared of Bruno. And then there's the Dark Trainer, Karen. And I do believe Karen has a Murkrow. And as we all already established in previous streams of mine, Murkrows are assholes. And it ends with Lance, the flying type Elite Four member. Oh yeah, it will definitely be hard. And specific again, Kogas, Crobat, and Flying type Specialist Lance are very scary, each for different reasons. Oh well, actually for the same reasons. Wing attack. I'm not quite sure how to handle Lance. Thinking about it. Like, what does he have? He has an Aerodactyl, a Charizard, a Gyarados, and 3 Dragonites. If we had an Ice type attack, we had an easy answer to the Dragonites. We don't. We don't even have an Ice type option in our hidden powers. But we do have a Rock type option in hidden power, and that will definitely matter. I also know that one of his Dragonites knows Fire Blast. Fire Blast. Maybe I should go for sweeping with Weeping Bell again. That worked really well against Price. Oh, realizing that I'm weak to the champion is actually kinda scary. Okay, I need to have a look at what the champion can do, honestly. Pokemon Lance. So Lance has a Gyarados with Rain Dance, Surf, Flail, and Hyper Beam. That's not scary. A Dragonite with Thunder Wave, Twister, Blizzard, and Hyper Beam. That's scary. He has a Charizard, that's definitely that's both Flamethrower and Wing Attack. Oof. His Aerodactyl also knows Wing Attack. His other Dragonite is not scary. It has Twister, Thunder Wave, and Thunder. We can handle that. But then there's his final Dragonite. His Ace Dragonite has Fire Blast. 4 out of 6 of his Pokemon can hit us super effectively. That's bad. And most of them have Stab on their super effective attacks. That's bad. That's really, really bad. And my research tells me that no grass types can learn Ice Beam. I mean, that it doesn't surprise me, but... Okay, what about Blizzard? One can dream, one can hope. Can't you just stay in the ball? Okay, so... Yeah, no. We cannot learn any Ice type moves. So... Yeah. Kinda worrisome. Because looking at the Kanto gym leaders, I can't just grind through. I can't be on par with Lance's levels, because that makes us too strong to fight the Kanto gym leaders, which would be bad. because I want to keep to the level limit. Okay, this Butterfree is freaking stubborn. Also, we might lose to this Butterfree. That would just not be great. You gotta be kidding me. Well, I'm just gonna throw a Pokeball. And we're done in by the poison. Whoopsie daisy. The worst part is there is a legit chance that one of the Butterfrees that has gotten us on poison might be the Butterfree that has the silver powder. Like, that feeling is just absolutely frustrating. I think I have a counter move for Charizard. Specifically. Might also have to be my counter move for Dragonite, and Dragonite. And I guess for Aerodactyl I can hit for neutral damage with grass type moves. So at least that's a thing. And Gyarados is not... I'm not afraid of his Gyarados. His Gyarados is fine. It is an option to set up on his Gyarados though. I could try and throw Brachio out first and growl a lot. Then switch to Venus. And have Venus use Growth 6 times and then see if we could sweep with that. That is a possibility. Should definitely Quick Claw it if we're doing it like that. It's also worrisome that he has Hyper Beam on everything. Let me see here. It's Dio that has access to Hidden Power Rock. So, if worst comes to worst, Dio is the one who has to handle the Charizard and the Dragonites because super effective rock. I'm thinking way too far ahead, but honestly, Lance is scary. Lance is very scary. But we can beat Lance, right? Right? It would be so embarrassing if I failed. If I failed the Ultimate Monotype Challenge at Johto. You know what? If I can defeat Leon 10 levels underleveled, I can beat Lance with a bunch of grass types. All this focus on Dian and I completely forgot Koga. I also have to defeat Koga. Koga is also absolutely terrifying. I hope Lance's dragons will be afraid of Dio. Dio will let all the rocks fall. So there's a good chance that Dio ends up being the one who gets the hidden power. I want to see what hidden power our Tangela is gonna have access to once we catch it. But the fact that we have access to hidden power rock at all, like, that's huge. Rock is super effective on ice. Ice, flying, fire and bug, which is like all of our major weaknesses. That's also like the issue with lack of stat moves. No, like Fungi doesn't get Giga Drain until level 55, which is like, we are not gonna have access to that by the league at all. There's also a chance that I might consider not bringing in our execute to the lead fall, because Executor might be our best option against Janin. Janin's level cap is much lower than the league's, so yeah, I can't risk overleveling it. Oh, things are not pretty. It's also just all kinds of frustrating that Dio does not learn any flying type moves at all. It's a flying type Pokemon. I would like to have a flying type move on it, please. But no. We won't have any flying type moves. Not here. Like, legit, Jumpluff is grass flying. But no. The closest thing it learns to a fly type move is Splash. Splash! The move that does nothing. At some point I need to really sit down and figure out what TMs are available and what I can use them for. But man, it's really frustrating that Jumpluff does not learn any flying type moves in this game. I also don't understand why not. It's a flying type. I just double checked. Jumpluff learns Aerial Ace in Gen 3. I just can't use that for anything. Like if Dio could learn wing attack or something like that. That would be tremendously helpful. As it stands, the flying type on Dio actually just makes the Pokemon worse. Think about it. What is flying? What does flying resist? It resists grass, and it's immune to ground. Okay, we already resisted grass. I guess we can resist grass a little bit harder. We already resisted ground, but I guess we can. I guess we can be completely immune to it. Not like anyone was gonna use a ground attack against the grass type anyways. Okay, what else do we get? We get a weakness to rock type. We get a double weakness to ice. And oh, and now electric attack hits me neutrally. Wonderful. Wasn't like we had... It's not like grass types have enough weaknesses as it is. Parasect has a similar issue. But again, without a good... without the double stab, without having access to the other type is stab, it's just extra weaknesses. Especially for something that's grass. Buck! And yes, Parasect does have access to its stab bug type move. That's why we're going out of our way to get Silver Powder. But if it had an actual good bug type move, I don't think we would need the Silver Powder. But it has Leech Life. And for those of you who came in with Generation 6 or something like that, no, Leech Life wasn't always good. Back in Generation 1 and 2, that thing had like 20 power, not 80. So, no, it was pretty darn shite. And other than that, I can learn Fury Cutter as a TM, which has also 20 power, but it doubles power every time you use it. So it has some potential, but it's not great. It's not great. And Bug is weak to like everything. So, and Grass is also weak to everything. So now you're really weak to everything. I know I'm complaining a lot. I like this challenge. It's a lot of fun and there's a lot of challenging parts. But man, is it sometimes frustrating to know how little the dual grass types give me. Like, there's the Hoppip line and there's the Paras line, and then it's either mono grass or grass poison. My poison is not that useful. Oh, okay, I'm gonna... Okay. Executor. Fair enough, Executor. Executor is the only dual type grass type that gets anything out of the dual type that isn't the poison type. Also just the dual types we get in Gen 2. Like grass is a pretty shite type, let's just be honest. Bug is also pretty shite. Poison is also pretty shite. So that's wonderful. And if I had to be honest, Psychic is pretty bad too in Gen 2. Like, Psychic was absolutely bonkers in Gen 1. But it got, like... It was like Game Freak was sitting down between Gen 1 and Gen 2. It was like, Psychic is a little bit overpowered. Yeah, should we do something about it? Yeah, let's nerf it into the ground. The Butterfree stream. It's almost like I should just replace my thumbnail and just put a giant Butterfree on it. I might do that for the joke, to be honest. Okay, so I really hope that we roll a better typing for Crystal. Because I need a break from extremely tough challenges after this one. I feel like. Maybe I could roll the Psychic type. I know I said Psychic type's not that good because of how it's been nerfed. But Psychic type does not have that many weaknesses. It has Dark and Ghost. And Morty's gym is simultaneously weak to Psychic. So I think... And there's also a lot of really good dual types for Psychic, like Starmie, Slowpoke, Executor. Jinx. I think there's a lot of really good options. Natsu is also an option, yeah. So I'm thinking that would be nice. Because it would definitely give us more to play with than grass. What are even our options? Okay, so for Crystal we can roll Water, Poison, Psychic, Fire, Flying, Bug or Rock. And that makes me realize that we can roll Bug. We can roll Bug. Bug. Well, but I must admit, I don't think it can get any worse than grass anyways. But if we roll Bug type, we're gonna be doing the Bug contest a lot. Ooh. That sounds scary. Well, I don't know about scary, but it sounds like a long run. What are the base stats on Jumpluff anyways? It has 110 speed. That's actually pretty cool. Means we have a legit chance at outspeeding Lance's Pokemon with it. That's really good to know. No wonder we've been outspeeding a lot with Dio. It's a very fast Pokemon. Google. Hi Cypher. Fastest Pokemon in Gen 2. So the base stats of Koga's Crobat is going to be faster than Jumpluff. That's okay. Okay. But Jumpluff's base speed is better than Charizard's. It's actually better than Zapdos. It's better than Typhlosion. Ooh, that might matter with our rival. We got hit by Poison Powder. That means that we are... That means we're on the clock. It means this Butterfree might also get away. I sure hope not. can't you just stay in the ball? You're also faster than Gyarados. And Dragonite. Yeah. It looks like, in theory... There's also gonna be the level gap, to be fair. So there's no guarantee that Dio is gonna outspeed them at that point. But there's a legit chance. That Dio might do really, really well in the Elite Four battles. Heck, with the EV spread, depending on our EV spread, we might actually be able to outspeed Koga's Crobat. That's wishful thinking, to be fair. But wouldn't that be something? Dio's gonna be the MVP Dio's gonna be the MVP of the league. I can tell you that much. Like, definitely. Hey, Butterfree, can't you just stay in the freaking ball? Great. We're gonna lose to poison if we don't catch it this time and then stop being asleep. Yeah, I was expecting that. Okay. One more try. Hi, Beedrill. I can't believe that we almost spent the entire stream looking for silver powder. I thought we're just gonna go quick over to the bug contest and then go back, beat the snot out of Team Rocket, but no. Here we are, still dealing with Butterfree. Man, that is tiresome. At least I'm in good spirits. I'm thinking here to myself, I wonder which Digimon is my favorite Digimon. Like, I know my favorite Pokemon is Curlier, but there's so many cool Digimons. I don't know. I know it's not Agumon. I'm tired of Agumon. There's so many variants of Agumon. No, actually, I think Sylphimon is my favorite Digimon. Yeah, Sylphimon. I really like Sylphimon. I also kind of like to interpret that Sylphimon from the O2 anime. I kind of want to interpret Sylphimon from O2 to be NB. It is, after all, the combination of Gatomon and Aquilamon, and Aquilamon is male, and Gatomon is female. So I like to believe that Sylphimon is probably NB as a result. Stingmon and Armadillomon, they're also pretty awesome. Like, Armadillomon is absolutely adorable, and Stingmon and his entire line is cool as heck. Like, if there's something that can convince me bugs are cool, it's Stingmon, and Dino Beamon, and Jewel Beamon, and Bancho Stingmon. Oh, Bancho Stingmon is awesome. Just that entire line is pretty darn awesome. I also like Wormmon and Hoodiemon. Again, just the entire Stingmon line is amazing. I also like the Armadillomon line, to be fair. And generally, I'm really big fan of the armor evolutions. I think I'm like, what, 15 episodes into it or something like that? Please, no spoilers. But yeah, I have been watching Digimon Ghost Game. It's a really good series. Highly recommend it to everyone. If you like horror-inspired children's media, like Courage the Cowardly Dog, or what I'm thinking about here, like Scooby-Doo, or anything in that kind of vein, Digimon Ghost Game is fantastic. You have a Submarimon figure? Awesome! I have a Hawkmon! And in terms of the armor evolutions, I have Pegasmon and Nefertimon. Wonderful figurines, honestly. I like collecting Digimon figures. They make me happy. And randomly I also have Eugene Fitzherbert. Standing on this desk alongside all of my Digimon. Submarimon is awesome. It's hands down a fantastic armor evolution. The slick submarine design with the swordfish kind of like aesthetic to it. It's absolutely fabulous. And I also like in the anime when Eri is riding it, like where he's just laying down forward, hands up like this. It's fantastic. Submarimon is awesome. I also really enjoyed the armor evolution theme, which is it breakup or is it target? I have a tendency to swap those around. It's the one that starts with na 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 na. But yeah, Digimon Ghost game, highly recommended. How would I describe it? It's like it's about a group of kids that that investigate paranormal phenomena for different reasons, and they keep running into very yokai and yurei inspired Digimon shenanigans. Some of them are really darn spooky, downright creepy. Say like I remember how the how King Ramses from Courage the Cowardly Dog. I don't remember. I don't know what it sounds like in English because I listened to it in my native tongue of Danish. But that "Giv mig tavlen" absolutely horrified me as a child. Like I remember every time this thing was on television, I would just cower in fear, just like absolutely like nope. And I think Digimon Ghost game has the potential of doing that to children these days, which is absolutely fantastic. Like, I'm not saying we should terrify children and stuff like that, but like kid horror, animated kid horror as a genre is just very enticing and very entertaining. Oh yeah, Jellymon and Kyushiro are fantastic together. I really enjoy how much Jellymon just enjoys trolling him. Thing about it, I also think I really enjoy both Gammamon and Angoramon. Angoramon is very chill, and I like that vibe. While Gammamon is very adorable, like reminds me a little bit of Gilmon. And Gilmon was also Gilmon was a cinnamon roll. Let's just be honest, Gilmon was an absolute cinnamon roll. I remember the early episodes of Tamers where Takato and Gilmon meets for the first time, and Gilmon's like "Dare," which means "who you?" and And Takato just replies back that he's Takato. And Gilman then just looks at him and goes, Takato, man? And that's just absolutely adorable. And he had to repeatedly just tell him, no, it's Takato. Takato, man? Because Gilman just didn't understand that there could exist names without man at the end. Absolutely adorable. And the other episodes of that show where Gilman walks around in that giant cardboard box because Takato told him to stay in the box, to stay hidden. But he's just like, I should stay in the box, but I want to go with Takato, and he just walks into to his school, just with a giant cardboard box on it. Insert Solid Snake reference here. Absolutely adorable. Gamamon has a lot of that energy. A lot of that energy. Ooh, Butterfree. Better have silver powder this time. I can see how Jellymon would give you Impmon vibes. Like, she's very mischievous. Although Impmon was a little bit more of a what is called what do you call it? Hoodlum? No, that's not the word. Whippersnapper? No, that makes it sound like Miss Oldback. You whippersnappers? No, it's Rapscallion? Why can't I think of every synonym but the one I want to use? Delinquent. Impmon is a little bit more of a delinquent. Where Jellymon is more of a trickster. Like, how to put it? Impmon has an edge of malicious mischievousness behind it, where Jellymon is doing it in like good fun. Does that make sense? Like, Jellymon is never really mean about it. She has a little bit of attitude, but she's not quite Impmon level in delinquency. But yeah, Impmon is a little bit of a delinquent. But I totally see how they have similar vibes. But I also think it's preferable that Jellymon isn't entirely delinquent like Impmon. Because Jellymon is it's a partner Digimon for one of the major characters. Unlike Impmon, which had an entirely different role as... spoilers for a show that's more than 10 years old. Has a little bit more of an antagonistic role in the show. So, you know. Woo, we got an Everstone. Now watch if we're gonna reset it in a few seconds. Please, I don't want to have to do this again next week. Nothing. absolutely nothing. And that was like number 13. Okay. I think this is like our last attempt for the night. Hopefully we will finally succeed. I hope so. Yeah, damn these 5%ers. On Digimon Ghost game, I think the last episode I watched was Kamaitachi. Which, that was a good episode. For those who don't know, Kamaitachi is a type of yokai. They are weasel-like creatures that has blades on them. They used to cut people in the wind. Very interesting yokai. People believe it to be an explanation for when people get small wounds after strong wind, which usually would be because wind has blown a sharp wind has passed by and probably carried a little rock with it that had hit them or something like that. And people would be like, "Oh, that's the Kamaitachi attacking through the wind." Ooh. I find Japanese mythology very fascinating. I think to myself that I find it disappointing that Angoramon is not a champion, to be honest. Like, I don't know the design and all that. I don't mind that it has a champion looking design for a rookie, but its personality, as I said, it's very chill and very mature, everything considered. And it's cool that the West tried to make all the levels sound like kind of edgy by calling them rookie and champion, but in Japanese they are child, adults, and so on and so forth. So Angoramon is being a child Digimon, but having all the wisdom of an adult Digimon kind of throws me off sometimes. Like, personality-wise, if you look back at like Digimon Adventure, where they had a champion Digimon as a partner for one of the 8 children, Gatomon. Gatomon had a very mature personality too, but Gatomon was actually an adult Digimon. Whereas Agumon would be more like Taichi. Wow, my Japanese is rusty. He would go like, "Tai, I'm hungry," or something like that, you know, like a little kid whining. Haraheta? Yeah, Taichi Haraheta. That's how it would go. And it's just like super adorable. Tensumon is probably the one that has a personality that's the least like a child. in the original adventure, not counting Gatomon. But Tetsumon comes more off as that timid nerd kid. Like, you know, that kid that's really good at language class and grammar class. So he has like a very he has a wide vocabulary. He's also very curious, and he comments often on what Koshiro is doing. And to those of you who don't know, Koshiro is easy. It's just You're right that Renamon has a similar situation. Yeah, Renamon is also a child and is also very mature. That is correct. And I have a less of a problem with it with Renamon, and I think that's because Renamon compliments Rika, like, very, like, a lot, personality-wise. By being calm and calculated, while Rika is a little bit more hot-headed. They make for a very, very good balance. I'm not sure Ruli and Angoramon has a dynamic that is strong enough that it justifies having him act like an adult like that. But I see your point. I see your point. Definitely see your point. Ooh, Butterfree cat. Well, let's hope this one is silver powder, because this one is the last one for the day. So yeah, am I gonna keep it? Probably not. If it's the last one for the day, I'm just not gonna save if it doesn't have silver powder, to be honest. Because I don't really care. Oh wait, this is an extra sunstone? Okay, I might save. This is the final Butterfree for the day. I usually end my stream at around 10, and it's 10 now. So it's the final Butterfree for the day. And if it has the item, if I can stop misclicking, it will be the final. You know what? No, I'm just gonna reset. I already have two sunstones. It's fine. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna save because of the sunstone. But yeah, next week I guess we're back to hunting Butterfrees, cause I want that silver powder. But yeah, that's kind of frustrating. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I had a lot of fun. And yeah, let's go back to talking Digimon on our Pokemon streams. It's just blasphemy, as the Pokemon fandom would probably yell at me. But you know what? I don't mind. It's all good fun. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. And other than that, I guess I will be spawning out. Bye.